Hi, everybody. If I sound funny, it's because I have a cold. But obviously, I found something to rant about. I heard this preacher kept saying, God's testing you. I Mom always just tells me we shouldn't hate. Hate is a strong emotion, and you don't want to waste strong emotions. But I really don't like it when people say that God is testing you, or the universe, or whatever you believe in. Sorry. I thought I was going to sneeze. I think, now this is my own opinion, so if you don't agree, that is quite okay. But in my opinion, and this is part of what I was taught growing up, so everybody has different faiths. I said faith, not religion. I was taught there's a difference between faith and religion. Want to say hi to Archie? Archie! Archie, look, hey! I said hi! Chili, say hi to the peoples! That's my big guy right there. There's my beautiful big guy. So I was retired, but I'm loving it. Sorry. Anyway, I get distracted real easy when I'm not feeling good. But I don't believe in religion. I think that's man-made. I think faith is a whole other story. And I don't think, and this is what I was taught, and I'm telling you, I may have just turned 48. I'm 48 now. Had a birthday a couple days ago. Had a wonderful birthday. But I'm 48 years old, and I'm still learning things from my mom. She's a teacher for me. And one of the things that I was taught growing up is that we come into this life to learn lessons. I was trying to think of how I wanted to phrase it. We come into this life on purpose to learn something. Now, my personal belief is the soul is energy. And you can't kill energy. You can't get rid of energy. You can change its form, but you can't get rid of it. Energy just changes form. Kind of like water. You don't truly ever get rid of water. If you think about it. It evaporates, and then it rains, and then the cycle keeps repeating. You don't get rid of the water. It just changes form. I believe we're like that. And I think that we're not tested by the universe or God or Gaia or whatever you want to call it. I think we sign up, kind of like college. When you're going to college, you sign up for these classes. Well, you sign up for the classes. Why? Because you want to learn what that class is all about. Like, I had to take ethics. I loved that class. I had to take art history. I expected to love that class. I didn't. But it wasn't because of the teacher or the class. It was because I was having seizures at the time and missed half the class. But that's not the point. The point is, I signed up for those classes. I signed up for ethics class to learn about it. And then I went into the ethics class via computer, but I went in, I listened to the lectures, I did the homework. I happily argued with my other classmates. That was the best class I ever took. And I learned from that. It's just like when I trust the wrong person. I'm a very trusting soul. But I've learned from those mistakes. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups. But I think, and you can leave your, if you want to disagree, let's talk about it. Leave me a comment, good or bad. Because everybody is allowed their opinion. You don't learn without expressing opinions. How do you learn if you don't talk about it? You're not going to learn anything new unless you talk about it first. But I think we sign up for lessons that we need to learn before we come here. So I think we kind of sign up for the bad stuff. You know, they say, well, why are some kids born disabled like me or worse than me? And my view, now you can disagree all you want. This is just my opinion, and opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, and some of them stink. But my opinion is I chose it because there's something I wanted to learn. And I have had challenging times in my life. I grieved for my best friend for 10 years. Not 10 hours, not 10 minutes, not 10 weeks, 10 years. I could have accomplished so much more if I would have learned that she's not gone. Her physical body is gone, but her spirit's still there. She's just in heaven, you know. She's kicking back, relaxing. No more worries. You know the song, no more pain, no more sorrow. And I personally think she's one of my guardian angels. I think my grandfather is another. But that's just me. But I don't think you can say God tests us, challenges us, because I think we have something to do with that. I think it's just like college, where if you need to learn a lesson, a cosmic lesson, or whatever you want to call it, that God created us to be curious beings, to want to learn. And this is the best place for that, because this isn't home. This is a classroom. And as one of my friends once said, stop the world, I want to get off. And I think if we just look at this life as transitory, as a learning experience, and learn from every mistake. There are no such things as mistakes. I should have looked up the definition of mistake in Merriam-Webster, but I didn't. I just now thought of it. But a mistake is when you do something wrong. And I think the real thing is when you make a mistake, it's not that you did something wrong. You just need to learn another way to do it. It's a lesson that you can learn from. I trusted the wrong person. I'm now dealing with my identity problem with the IRS. I think everything will wind up okay. You know, I've got people helping me figure it all out. We're all good. Yeah, I'll be all good. But I learned that I can't trust everybody just because my soul wants to see everybody in a positive light. When I say my prayers at night, I pray for the angels. I pray for the devil. I know that sounds stupid and I can't explain why I do it. But ever since I was a little kid, I've always felt so sorry. I think more than pray for the devil, I pity him and his followers. I really pity them. They cut themselves out of such great things. And they didn't want to learn. You can't go from crawling to running or driving a car. It don't work that way. This is not Boss Baby. And that's what they wanted to do, in my opinion. And ever since I was a little bitty kid, and I'm talking before I was even 5 years old, I always got upset about that because I always thought the poor guy, he had it wrong and didn't want to listen. The poor guy, because he's pitiful to be pitied because he doesn't want to grow and learn. But that's my soul saying that, okay? I like to see the good in a lot of people. When everybody else around me is going, woohoo, Tanya, you don't know that person, don't trust them. And my soul goes, oh, they'll be okay. Because I'm like that. And one of my cousins calls me an innocent soul. I don't know about that. I just know I love to think good of people and let them strive to reach that. I think if you think really good of kids, of people in general, and it's like a classroom. Here we go again. But instead of starting the whole class at 0 and they have to work their way up to earning that A+, what if you started the whole class at an A+? Every single student. How many of those kids are going to go, I've never had an A before? And they might work harder to keep that A because that's something they've never achieved before. I don't know. Like I said, I ramble a lot, especially when I'm not feeling good. And this was just, it drives me crazy that these people say, God's testing you. What if it's not God testing you? What if it's you? They say you're your worst critic. Can you be your hardest teacher? I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Bye, guys. Say bye, Archie. Him snooze. Or Sissy. There's Sissy. Bye, guys.